Hey everyone, Pete here. I've got the real quick. I'm going to demonstrate how to change the tips on these. I don't know if you can see that one is gone. This one is getting there. I find these last about a year, but for me, depends on how much hiking you do. These are the REI Flash Carbon poles from REI, and oddly enough, at least for the first several years I had them, REI did not sell a replacement tip for these. The only tips I could find that fit on them are these Compardel Vario Flex tungsten tips. They come in this nice little bag. That's what these look like, brand new. We're going to be putting these on here, and we'll show you how to do that. All right, here we go. All right, so this isn't a real difficult operation. First thing I like to do is go ahead and pull the bottom section out of your trekking pole if it's removable.
Real quick, you don't want to lose track of this little piece right here. It'll just pull out by hand. Just pull it out and it goes in the end of this pole. So before you reassemble this later, make sure you take that little guy out. It might be up in here somewhere, so you got to kind of tap it until it comes out. Take it out, put it back in the end of this, and then slide the whole assembly back in there. All right, don't forget that part.
So this is the only part you need for this operation. Set the rest of it aside. Now if you got these baskets on here, they need to come off. Usually it's just a twist, unlock it, and they come off. Depends on how worn they are. I mean, rocks and dirt down in there. But it can be a little struggle. So there's our tip. You can see the difference in length. And here's the other one that's completely missing the tungsten tip. And you're going to need a pair of pliers, just a regular old pliers for this. So these are just pressed on to the end of your pole. It's a pressed fit, and the more you hike and pound, the tighter and tighter it gets. What we're going to do is dip these into some hot water and just warm this up just a little bit, and we'll just put it in the water and then try to pull this off. More water, a few more seconds, 10-15 seconds, and then try to pull this off, and you'll see when you get to the sweet spot. Okay, here we go. Boiling water. Dip her in there. Just kind of swirling it around, twisting it. I think once or twice I've had to tap them off. Other than that, I can usually just kind of twist them off.
Okay, real quick here. Make sure when you're grabbing this with pliers that you're way out here as far as you can to the tip, because your carbon pole is inside here. And if you grab it up here with the pliers, a good chance you're going to crush your carbon pole. So you don't want to do that. Make sure you grab it out way out near the end. All right?
Okay, twisting, and it's off. Now I've had this happen before. The tungsten tip has driven itself into the end of the carbon pole. Just pops out. So if just heating them, you can't twist them off. Sometimes you got to use a little bit of tapping. So you put some tape on your pliers so you don't scratch up your pole. You'll see here in a second. And find a way to, if you have a vise, that's great. But if you can put this here and just pull down. See if that'll get it loose. There we go. There we go. So once that cools down back to room temperature, slide this on here and give it a good tap on something really firm, a hard piece of wood. You don't want to do it on concrete or a rock because it's going to mess your tip up. But something really firm, and just tap it several times with your whole trekking pole assembled, and that will get this on here so it won't just come falling off easily. And then the more you hike, the more it'll work its way up here and get nice and tight until the next time. Well, that's how I do it, and it works for me. Like I say, about once a year I seem to be doing this. So hope that helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and sure appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, thanks again.